Hi, welcome to another episode. That's the thing, Chew Overture. It is episode 103, and it is Friday, March the 14th. Sorry, not this time,
We
Jason.
missed it by one. We missed
Well,
it. We missed it by one. Is that when like the Terrifier shows up? Does the Terrifier show up on Hi Nolan?
admit, I don't talk about the Terrifier. That's one of those where like I still don't understand the fascination with those movies. Like I don't.
I think it's just the
Okay, I
kill.
do because like,
I think it's just the kills
Yeah.
are like
but
okay,
like,
but there's nothing else beyond that.
but like I like what I've seen of it. It looks like it's equivalent to like terror tunes. Like the
It
budget is
is.
so low and so bad that I just nothing is going to suck me in and get that suspension of disbelief going.
But to play devil's advocate for Terrifier, is it maybe that it's that specific kind of B movie? Like that kind
It's
where
not a B movie. It's not. It's lower. It's like a D movie.
well, it's like it's not quite
So
the slop for streaming that's like a scam movie where it's like it's one of those
There's
where
still sincerity.
yeah they're like yo you rented this like I'm talking like sub sci-fi channel original movie which is like the new
Yeah.
slop where you're like watching this and you're like oh this is like a sci-fi channel original movie but they had some blood in there.
Yeah, this is it's a little more graphic than just that though.
Yeah, but there's like a certain level of like, oh, that's like a niche of film that maybe doesn't get. I don't know because I'm not in the
Maybe,
horror
but
gore
like
loop, so I don't know.
but I feel like it's getting like even more. It's not getting like obviously not mainstream attention, but it's getting more than just like desperate horror crowd. It's people like I don't know. It's getting way too much traction for what I feel like it deserves.
Like I'm just trying to
But
feel it out, and my feeling is that there's like a glut of like PG-13 horror that has like no kills or no blood in it. So if you're like, okay, if we just make the sleazy like we're gonna cut up some rubber people and have guts spill out, then
I
theoretically
think I
the
think we're
market's
back to
hungry for
having
it.
hard R horror. We're back to hard R horror.
Well, but that was like before Terrifier 1. I'm trying to say like at the beginning. Like I'm trying to say like I don't know. I don't know. I'm
No,
not
I don't even think so. Because I think Terrifier 1 came out like fuck, I'm just gonna look, but I swear it came out like after 2019.
it was like 8 years ago, I think.
it says
Oh,
2016.
okay, so 2020, got it.
It's 2016. I
Okay,
just
yeah,
I just know because
but 9 years
I
ago.
had like Eye Patch Wolf's every movie he was watching, and Terrifier showed up, and I'm like, that's the Terrifier. I didn't see that movie because I don't watch horror
I'm
movies by
pretty
myself.
sure. I'm pretty sure like Terrifier 1 was like more or less a student film where like someone was trying to show up how good their like
The rubber hands
uh
were.
yeah, how good their special effects were, just something like that, and then it
I
started like
think
taking off.
I think he did a Terrifier student film, and then he optioned that into Terrifier 1 and got enough money to make
So it was like a
a
paranormal
long go back.
activity kind of deal, where like you had your low
Uh,
budget horror, and then like yeah, if it does like
Hmm.
5 million, you made like 5 times your profit.
I still like the first Paranormal Activity though.
no, it's good.
I think there's definitely like character problems where it's just like okay, you're acting a little stupid for the sake of the plot, but for the most part,
I don't remember.
Also, usually every first horror movie is always good, and then everything after that falls apart.
Well, that's because
hmm
usually it's like most horror and most things are like to have a conclusive story it has an ending.
hmm
It's like it's all
Yeah,
done, and then
yep,
and then you're like because by necessity, if you want to have like a sequel or something, it can't end,
yep.
or you just have to have like your Warhammer 40,000, where it just goes. Who cares? The
So
bugs
let me
are
see. I definitely think I like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 more than 1. Halloween is definitely the best. Number 1 is the best Halloween.
I haven't seen any
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Halloween's.
Alright, Halloween 1, Halloween
I've
1, or
seen-
Halloween 1?
I've seen Halloween,
Halloween
the first
1.
because of John Carpenter.
Halloween
Oh,
1 squared. Halloween 1 prime.
John
Even though
Carpenter.
one
Yeah,
is
one,
not a
yeah,
prime
one
number.
prime.
Yo, if it's John Carpenter on the synths, then you got a good one.
He did. I think he did synths for the Jamie Lee Curtis coming back the second time.
Yeah,
one.
but that's just because he likes doing synths. I'm saying like if he's directing
does
and
like
doing
doing
synths.
synths.
Yeah, he loves it.
He put a new album out last year, I think.
Listen, John Carpenter just wants to play the synths, smoke weed, and play video games. He's living his best life.
Friday the 13th. I think the first one might be the best.
I think 4 is the best out of all those. 4 is like hands down the best to me. 4 is Tommy Jarvis.
But I do like Jason Takes Manhattan.
It's a dumb, silly movie.
It gets right into the kills. It wastes no time at all. And it's easily telegraphed kills, too. It's like, oh, this guy's a boxer. Can you guess how he'll die? Oh, this girl wants to be a rock star and has a guitar.
I'm literally racing in my head. I'm like, is that 8 or 9? I'm trying to figure it out.
I think 6.
Actual number for Jason Takes Manhattan. Is it 6? Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. That's out of my wheelhouse.
I agree. Paranormal Activity 1, the best. I feel like Insidious 1 is the best of those movies. I didn't like anything afterwards.
I just like Bagul. I like
Or
saying the
anything
word
wasn't
Bagul.
as good. Yeah, Bagul.
I've not seen it, but I've heard good things about Paranormal Activity 2.
What about Skinamarink?
I didn't hit right. Song.
Oh my god, I hate Skinamarink. God, that movie is boring.
The only funny thing I ever saw of Skinamarink, and it's replaced it, and it was one of those shitty AI president dubs, and it was just President Biden saying, "Oh no, I've been Skinamarinked again," and I was like, "That's funny" for like 10 seconds, and then I closed the window.
Alright, now we no longer use AI. That's it. That's the one.
No, that's it.
The one joke.
No, see, this was in the pre-early days where they were just using it for voice changing videos, and now they're just using it for bad. It wasn't even that funny then. I'm not even let me say, I'm gonna unjustify myself. That wasn't like a good chuckle. That was like a bad one. Like when you're watching Drawn Together and you laugh. Like that's not good. You did a bad thing. But that's where the memory is. That's what Skinamarink is to me. Being stuck in a room and Skinamarink is there. You gotta call your toy car. Your
God, that just sucks. Like, I'm sorry, I was just so bored. Like, it's not even like interesting or anything. It's like you get to the point of boredom of like Babadook where you're like, oh well, let's think about what the themes of the movie are. But then it keeps getting somehow more boring, and you're like, I don't even care about its themes anymore. It's failing on that front too.
But you gotta look at that wall. You're stuck in that room.
Ups and down.
You're Skinamarink
Look,
again.
you're stuck in that room. Look, you don't think it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bye man here. No bye man.
Don't think it, don't say it. Oh, bye man.
The pee poo poo man. That's also an internet meme where they just said the pee poo poo man, and I'm like, that's funny. I don't know. I don't know. The last movie, we didn't watch any movies because we had too much soccer. We've been watching a lot of soccer over in these parts.
No,
We watched
It was
Wicked.
How is Wicked? Did you
oh,
love
cool.
it?
You take an intermission.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're on our 2-year intermission until part 2 comes out. It's good, and I think part of that is you can directly thank Cats because Wicked has a lot of practical effects and a lot of actual sets that they built to film it on.
Oh, so
And
like,
I definitely think it's because Hollywood saw how bad Cats did, learned the wrong lesson, but it's a lesson I'm fine with them learning. It was like, no, it has to be real again. The people don't want a CG musical. And it's like, yes, that's what was wrong with Cats. It used CG.
Yeah, absolutely. That was it.
well, I think Cats is also like the wrong choice of musical. It's a weird one. But I don't like musicals that much.
I do.
I
I
don't
like
I'm
it.
the same. I will only defend 2 musicals, and that's it.
And those
that's
are
Rocky Horror. Sorry, that's going to be Rocky Horror and Little Shop of Horror, and that's it.
oh
I will defend.
oh no,
Maybe Grease if I'm feeling.
I like
no,
Little Shop of Horrors. I'll give
you
that.
missed the most crucial one, Nolan. The Blues Brothers.
I was gonna say the South Park movie. I
I
love the South Park movie. The songs are pretty good.
shoot, yeah.
Let me tell you.
I don't know. I went back to watch the South Park movie as my age now, and I went, okay, this isn't that good. I was really liking this as a kid.
That's the South Park experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, it wasn't as good as I remember.
I mean, a lot of South Park is. I think I will defend. There's some episodes I will go ride or die for, and some gags I will go ride or die for. But a lot of it is. It was like the novelty was the quick turnaround and the current event, and when you're separated from that, it loses so much. Where you're like, "Whoa, isn't it wild? They made a TV show about this thing that happened like last month, but now we are in the times where it's like, no, if you make a thing like a week old, it's now tired and I don't want to see it anymore."
Uh-huh. Also,
Yeah.
like the
turnaround's too
political
fast.
stuff, I'm just so tired of. It's like you're not making a point, South Park. You're not actually saying anything, and you're not helping the situation. You're just like beating a dead horse.
I enjoy it when it's more of like a dumb premise in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like that's what I'm saying. There's some episodes like those are the more timeless episodes where it's not like, hey, here's this current event. It's like here's this stupid weird scenario, and then I'm like, actually, that's pretty good. The one that
Here's the scenario of everyone gets the fish sticks joke except for Kanye because he's up his own ass. Perfect. I love it.
No, it's good. There's some gags. I love the Bat Dad.
The Little League
The
episode.
Little League episode is
a
really
classic.
good.
It's
That is
fantastic.
probably one of the best South Parks.
I am a huge fan of Stanley's Cup, where Stan has to coach the Pee Wee hockey team. I think that episode is
Oh my gosh.
amazing.
He's got to win the game so the kid with cancer
can
better.
live. And the Detroit Red Wings do not go easy on those little kids. I'm saying there's episodes I will defend, and there's gags I will.
Yeah, look,
defend.
it's got some heat in there.
No, there's good stuff in there. There's good stuff in there. I'm just saying that like a lot of the stuff, it's one of those shows that like has aged poorly. There's a lot in there where you're like, ooh, no, thank you, sir.
You know, it hasn't aged poorly.
What's
The
that?
Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers still kicks ass.
I need to
When
see
they
that.
run over that
That's
crowd
okay.
of Nazis,
That's pretty
great.
good.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch the Blues Brothers again. That should be on my list. After we get through all the Mission Impossibles. Now me and my dad we're working on Daredevil. We're trying to catch back up. We're on
I mean,
season
there's only like 2 seasons, right?
three.
I mean, there's only like one movie, right?
Three.
Just
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
that
yeah. We
season.
watched that. We've watched that movie at some point. I've seen that movie.
Julio, yeah.
No, but at some point, yeah, we're on
God, that movie
Daredevil 2.
sucked.
And Daredevil 2, we just watched like one episode of it. Because we remember Daredevil 1. So it's alright. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I'm liking this show. I'm like, yo, this is alright.
I think I'm just
stopping crimes, and he's also a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got the confliction of I am breaking the law.
But I am the instrument of the law. So I gotta,
Yep.
It's sometimes you just...
Man, that show is really good until magic shows up, and then it kind of sucks for a bit.
Well, I mean, that's when Netflix, like in all superheroes, when they start trying to do crossovers, and you're like, you're losing the point.
You don't watch The Defenders.
No, we ain't doing that. The plan is to watch Daredevil, and then we might take a trip on Punisher Lane. But that's kind
Punisher was good.
Punisher stays good. Yeah. Until, the Defenders have to find an ancient dragon that's underneath New York. Then I'm like, alright, I don't like this.
Well, that's because that's not the tone. That's not the tone of that show at all.
I do not think I'm going to watch season 3 of Daredevil. I'm just going to let Netflix Daredevil stay pure, untainted.
It's on Disney Plus now, right?
Yeah, season 4 is a Disney Plus or whatever that came out. It looks like it's going back to good stuff. It's just the Kingpin's the mayor now.
Season 4? I thought it was season 3.
I thought it was season... No, what? Hold on.
Because I thought...
Daredevil. It has 3 seasons. Okay. I thought it was like 2... Yeah. So we're on season 4. There's 3...
What the hell is season 3?
I don't know. I don't... I don't...
Maybe got thrown out... Maybe got thrown out in between the Hawkeye show and the She-Hulk show.
Yeah, no, it was on like 2018 on Netflix. It was like the last one.
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch that then.
I don't know. Is the Punisher show up in season 2?
Yeah, Punisher's in season 2.
Okay.
In the third season,
wait, no.
after Fisk is released from prison, Murdoch, who has been missing for months following the events of The Defenders, reemerges as a broken man and must decide between hiding from the world as a criminal lawyer or embracing his life as a hero vigilante. Is season 3 the one that had...
that's the Bullseye.
I was going to say, is that the one that had Bullseye in it?
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. You embarrassed me.
You embarrassed me.
I actually thought that was season 2, for real. Vanessa.
I like strawberry.
I like to eat my applesauce.
Oh, man. Vincent is like a great Kingpin, I'm going to be honest.
He's like... No, I think the show's well cast. It's really well cast.
Yeah.
It's well done.
Okay, alright, it's coming back to me. Alright, first half of Daredevil season 1 was Daredevil versus the Punisher. The second half was Elektra in the Hand, and then season 3 was Elektra got revived by, I don't know, magic, and Bullseye was there.
Lazarus Chamber, they just put it in there.
Literally, it might as well be it. Yeah, because they can do magic or whatever.
Now, if they wanted to get really wild with it, and they just said, screw it, instead of the Hand, it's the Foot Clan, and the Turtles are going to show up, I'd be down.
Awesome.
I'd be down.
Just like when the Turtles hung out with Batman, I want them to hang out with Daredevil.
Dude, that Batman Turtles movie is so shockingly good.
It's good.
You wouldn't
It's so
think
good.
it. You don't think you'd be like, no, this is gonna be the lamest thing, and you watch it, and it kind of is, but it works.
You're like, man, look, what's this dumb baby movie? And then Batman fights the Shredder, and you're like, oh, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah, the Shredder doing like the Foot Clan ninja techniques on him, and the Batman knows what the techniques are. The gag where like they use the ooze on Poison Ivy and she becomes a plant, but then they just walk around her because she can't move because she's a plant.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, where Leonardo gets a hit of the fear gas and he has to like conquer his. Oh, it's dumb. This is dumb.
I'm going to be honest. I think the best Batman stuff is when he's fighting ninjas.
I like it when Batman fight. I like it when Batman.
And I think Batman loves to fight ninjas.
So I like Batman when he's either fighting like ninjas or like mobsters. Like that's my favorite. Like, okay, sometimes you can have a Jonkler as a treat, or like a supervillain, but I think Batman works best when he's fighting like the League of Shadows, or he's fighting like the Goons. It's the Bat, and you're like, oh yeah. Or like the Amazon show where it's like sometimes the Goons and maybe there'll be one like super powered guy in there, but not like really super powered. Just like, oh man, this guy has like one ability that separates him from being a regular goon. Also, I hate that the internet has taken the word goon from us because it's such like a good description of like mobster villain that fights the Batman. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, goon. May you never be used again.
Yeah. It's like when you look at tabletop news and you got to go to Goonhammer because it's like because it's you're like, oh, I know this was started in like the something awful forums like decades ago, and your brand has been built up. It's just like sometimes, unfortunately, your name becomes something it never was. Like you grew up for 30 years, your name was Karen, everything was great, nothing bad was going on, and then over a couple months, it's like, oh no. That's like one of the worst fears. One of the worst fears is just you get repurposed.
There's a point where I had to explain to some friends that like you can't use Goon anymore, and they're like, "Why not?" And I explained it.
It's
like,
bad.
It's not good.
It ain't good.
Listen, Harley Quinn just has her goons working for her. What? I don't get it.
Okay, that I believe.
Harley Quinn does have her gooners, that's for sure.
She does have the goon squad. That was in like the toy. That was in like the like Space Jam. When they have like their jerseys that just say the Goon Squad, and you're like, and you're like, you know, the Monstars, they should have made that joke. Monstars come out and everyone's looking at them like, ooh, like what?
Oh,
what are we doing?
Guys, you're gonna have to change jersey. Sorry.
You're gonna have to change that. I was telling Drew before we started, tomorrow I have like a somewhat free afternoon, so I gotta scout out all the tabletop stores, see what's up. Gotta visit them.
Find one that's the least smelliest. That's the goal.
No, you want that vibe. There's like a vibe check to it. So I'm gonna go to the Black Mountain Games, walk around, feel the vibes, see what it goes.
Yeah, Black Mountain's good. Dang it, what's the big place in Kingsport?
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks.
We have a soundboard on Discord now.
Please do not use the soundboard on Discord. No, don't do it.
It's gonna get some use, don't you worry.
Please.
It's definitely getting used now. Sorry.
Oh, this is the end. This is the end of everything. Oh,
Perfect.
Was Kevin? This is this is supposed to be that's thing two Overture, the worst of the Guilty Gears.
that's true. Oh man.
Guys, look, we're putting a little more production in with this.
Are we gonna? Yeah, this is it. You don't get better mics. I'm not I'm not editing it. You're just gonna get.
That's the next one.
We're just gonna turn to like morning show. Yeah, we're just gonna be hitting that button. I'll just. Oh, this is just. This is.
Now we
God, I hate it.
now we've turned into every other podcast.
No,
It's great.
man.
Now we're every other podcast with three guys talking about nerd stuff.
Dude, yeah,
Nope.
how yeah, that's never been done before. Never been done. We'll forge our new path. I'll be able to talk about my fear. Oh,
I'm still here.
okay. I was gonna talk about my fear of getting into War Thunder, and I'll probably try because I was watching the latest Luton video and he had a War Thunder thing, and I'm like, I might as well download it. I might as well download the War and Tank game because Luton said he give him some credit for it.
Which one?
War Thunder, the one that they keep leaping all the military secrets about.
I'm going to be honest. It's really fun until like you hit a point and it becomes really grindy.
Well, that's kind of like where I'm at because like that's where I'm at with MechWarrior Online because all like my freebie like you just joined and you get 2 weeks of like the fun mode and now like the fun mode is ending and I'm like this game's not good anymore. But I did get 14 hours out of it, so I'm fine.
Hey, it's worth it at least.
Yeah, so like, yo, I will download that, play it for the week as long as like the good mode is on, and then when the good mode goes away, we just uninstall it. It's pretty easy.
I think that's where I'm at with the Pokemon trading card game
Yeah,
app.
just uninstall
'Cause
it.
yeah, I'm at that point where like I've played enough that the rewards are finally slowing down, and it's like, oh, now I'm literally just like opening 2 packs a day, and I don't care anymore.
Yeah, see, that's why you never put money into a free-to-play game, because
Yeah.
so you just can walk away. You can just walk away. If you don't like it,
I have put money into it, and I still don't care to just walk away. Like, it's one of those where if I hit a certain hour threshold, I don't care to give them money.
okay, well, yeah, there's like, yeah, I guess you're correct, where it's like there's $1 per hour. Like, I have, I've played a lot of Fortnite, and I did buy one battle pass once, and then used all the free credits to, like, fund my entire Fortnite whatever. But now I'm like...
You just get enough to buy the next battle pass.
Yeah. And then I kind of got like Doomslayer, and I was like, I was done with skins in that game when I used like all my accrued currency to buy Goku, and I'm like, that's it. Like, yeah, some of these skins are pretty cool, but yo, I got Goku and Doomslayer. I'm good.
Yep.
What
else do you need?
No, I mean, yeah, Gojo's cool.
No, yeah.
Gojo hitting the gritty is pretty funny, but like, is it $15 funny? I don't think so.
I don't know. What's better, a battle pass or like finding in-game loot boxes?
Oh, that's a question.
Battle pass.
Yeah, what's really the worst?
Because like, I think loot boxes are just always worse because they're like literally preying on your like that gamble addiction that everyone has.
that was one of the major things of League of Legends recently, is that they got rid of their freebie loot boxes for like skins, and they instead switched to like the battle pass model, and their community just revolted because it was one of those where, like, by doing so, the freebie skins you would get went down like exponentially, because it's like the one skin on the battle pass is theoretically way less than like the 5 loot boxes you get.
It's one of those where it's like they're mad and they're completely wrong in being mad.
I would say they're correct in being mad, but they're also like, they're getting mad to me over skins in a free to play game, which is like, I don't this it's one of those things, like, I can't fathom it. I can't fathom it. I have a lot of brain problems, but like, the lust for free to play skin has never grasped me to the point.
Because it's like, it's just one of those of like, loot boxes are literally predatory.
Yeah. I played Magic the Gathering. I understand it.
Yeah. A battle pass is much more just, here's everything you can get, and here's how to get it, and that's just, and it's not, oh, you opened 5 loot boxes and it was the same thing 5 times, but I guess you got a dopamine rush 5 times too.
See, like, I think the most predatory is the gacha. I think gacha is like horrible in all aspects.
Oh yeah.
I will.
Oh, horrible.
If my millennial/boomer take is, I cannot play a game with gacha in it. I understand I'll play Magic the Gathering, but I have enough cards and resources that I have infinite Magic the Gathering cards. Don't tell Wizards. I've figured out the secret. You just play for like an hour after lunch, then you just get all infinite cards. But like I don't like, whenever I see like Genshin Impact or something, and someone's like, I gotta grind for my character, and by grind I just gotta keep buying like 10 orbs and opening them. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to play a game where it just turns off until you put in enough money to turn it back on again.
Look, if you put money into Zenless Zone Zero, you might get that bear guy.
You might get a
or that
cool
shark
guy.
mate.
Yeah. You just gotta
Listen, Nolan, I can just go to any number of art sites and just look at the drawings of those characters, and I think I'm having the same experience as playing a gacha.
Honestly, yeah.
No, I need my JPEG.
Oh wow! Look,
you know
there's
what?
some nice pose
start...
in this picture.
I need it. I need to get my JPEG and then get several copies of the JPEG to upgrade it, like Teamfight Tactics.
Wait, hold on a second. It looks like that big muscular guy is both shirtless, and he has stink lines coming out of him. Oh, okay. This is exactly what
I need stink lines.
There's, you know what? With this new level of gambling with gacha, we should do the new form of gambling that's getting big, which is the bet sites on your phone. So you start taking bets on what skin you're going to get.
I hate, like, okay, I'm gonna, this is moral thing, and it's like, because I watch soccer, and they keep doing, oh, I don't like this.
Yo, hey, what parlay did you put together on who was going to win?
No, I don't like what Drew's posting feet. Get out of here. I'm deleting this. I'm going to delete this message. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want that popping up in my Discord.
Nice.
I don't want no grippers. Grippers not allowed here.
Why are some of these so realistic?
That's why I deleted it. I
don't like this.
I don't like no.
Yeah, that's
amazing. So real.
All I typed was Zenless Zone Zero and feet, and man, you get a lot of results.
Listen, I was trying to go on a spiel about how I think gambling is so terrible and how it's being promoted everywhere is awful. When you're trying to watch your Premier League and the ads are for like crypto on like the little scrollers, and you're like, ugh.
Jamie Foxx is telling you how you should put money on this game
Yeah,
because it makes it so much more exciting.
it's
Here's the thing: I know people. Listen, before it was on the phone, I knew people who put money on games. It was never exciting for them. It was always like, oh god, I gotta win.
Yeah, it's stressful as hell.
It's not fun. It's horrible.
I have seen a lot about gambling, and I feel as someone who has both watched a lot about gambling, stuff about gambling, and plays a lot of Magic the Gathering, which is just gambling. Don't act like it's not. It is. Sports betting is like the worst one. Like the absolute worst one. Like if you're playing poker, you at least have some like feeling of control of like, do I hit? Or like,
it's a game.
Like if you're playing blackjack, you have the choice of like, do I hit or do I stand? But like if you're watching the Eagles and the Chiefs play, there ain't nothing you can do. You got nothing. You're basically playing guess the number.
Oh. And you can fool yourself and you can say, no, I did the research. I looked at their previous games they played and all the other stuff, but you're still just guessing.
You're playing guess the number. And you're saying the number is 5, over, under. And you're playing front hand, backhand.
Uh-huh.
But in real life, and you getting
and you're not the one who's slapping.
No, you're getting slapped. Don't sports bet, kids. I don't care what you do out there. Just don't do it. Listen, any of
so there's like a new thing.
Any is better.
They've like brought up now. Yeah, it's something called like a parlay, and a parlay is just you're putting a bet on a bet where you're like, okay, they may not win the game, so I'm going to lose this bet, but if so and so rushes like certain yards or so and so makes enough goals or pitches out so and so many people, I'll get money on that. And it's just a side bet.
Yeah, that's just a side bet.
Yeah.
This is insane. This should not be legal. This is like going to destroy families.
Well, it's because they.
Oh my god!
Like,
listen, the only bet you take is if it's a top 8 Street Fighter tournament and it's an American versus a Japanese player. The American will always lose. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're the home of the free for a reason.
The only betting I believe in is salty betting.
That's a good.
Yep.
Well, and you know what? And money matches. I love money matches.
That's not a bet. That's a statement of intent.
That's still a bet. It's the same way of like playing poker. You know, you're putting your chips up.
Okay.
Because I mean, tell me a wake up DP is not a bet, is not a gamble.
It is.
Yeah, it is a guessing game.
But I'm saying at least like I don't know, man. People are good at poker. You can't be good at sports betting. Except that one guy, that one article I read that was like crushing the DraftKings because he would just bet on every single. He was the data guy. And he'd spend so much. He had like 40 accounts. And would always bet on like the weird matchups that where the guy's like, I'm going to bet all mine on the Texans, and he'd be like, I'm going to bet against you with all like the defensive running back who's the best one in the like the Broncos versus the Cardinals, and people be like, what? He goes, I know this matchup. You're done. You had no chance. You better pull that slot machine.
I love that because that's just the Warren Buffett approach of just, if I just throw enough money at it, it's going to come back.
Well, yeah, you're Washizu. That's why Washizu was the villain of Akagi. And Akagi had to taint his own blood to get him to come to the table.
Uh-huh.
Because otherwise, you can't beat him. He's gambling with infinite resources. There was a story about Elon Musk where it
just kept going all in every turn.
Yeah, where he goes, I hate poker because I play poker and I just go all in every turn until I win. And you're like, that's stupid. And he gets away with it because he just has infinite money.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things of like, okay, well, I just won once, and now I'm up double for the night, and I'm just calling it. Thanks for the money, Elon. See ya.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how you stop is, but then again, that's how you beat gambling. That's how you
Yeah.
beat Deal or No Deal. Because our Mr. Beast games were like, yo, if you on Mr. Beast games, you just go into there with like a dollar amount, and as soon as that dollar amount comes up, you bail instantly.
I have never watched any Mr. Beast content, and I feel better for it.
I
And
don't
this is not some brag bullshit. It's more to say I don't know what the Beast games are.
I
They
watched
seem to be everywhere, and I don't know what they
I
are.
watched LS Mark's review of the Beast games, and that's how I know.
Okay, good.
I do not want, but Mr. Beast is one of those where like I think I'm of the opinion he is a government plant because I don't think that happened naturally. I don't believe it. I don't get it. I don't know how he got so much money and people watching him. It doesn't seem that good.
Children watching them, really.
He's not as good as the miniature channel Sick Figs, who I've been watching, which is incredible. He just paints mech warrior models and he edits them very good. Very good. They're like 10 minutes long. Big fan of them. It has a vibe and an energy that resonates.
It's real chill.
He's a no, it's not chill. I would say he's like the Seth Seatach of painting your tiny men. that's that's the vibe.
Okay. Jeez. Uh,
It's a
I don't
good.
know how I feel about that. That's a real weird vibe.
It's not to that. It's not to Seth, but like compared to all the other like miniature painting channels, like that's the gulf. Where you're watching this and you're like, oh man, this is pretty good. Where he's trying to get his airbrush working and he can't get it, so he's editing this garbage. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm a huge fan. Sick Figs YouTube. Big fan.
Giving you plenty of views.
Listen,
Giving
it's
them
one of
plenty of
these.
views.
It's one of the like the BattleTech people. They don't get all the views. People ain't going there. You see a BattleTech video with like 1,000 views, and you're like, wow, this is like one of the top content creators here. Yo, you try to get into some of these non-Warhammer war games, you take what you get. You want to watch some guy talk about is Infinity a good battle system? You gotta be going in like the 10,000 slums, the 10,000K slums. Listen. You make a Warhammer video about Kill Team, it's like 500,000 easy.
Oh god, yeah, they love that.
Apparently, I can use a lot of my old models for Kill Team, so I'm excited about that.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I did for. I played like 2 games with Kill Team. I've just used the models I already have. And I'm like, okay, this.
yeah, I would. So I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. Because then I don't want to have to buy any more Warhammers. But like, if I could just use the Space Marines I already have, that'd be good. That'd be fine. That would sell me a lot on Kill Team. Because I don't want to pay. Because I've already painted my Ultramarines. They're there. My Intercessor squad, they got painted up. They're ready to go. They're good to go. I just put them on the table. Bam. We done. I'm not going to paint like my Scorpec Lord or whatever. Thing's hard. I couldn't do
No, it's too pointy, too much stuff.
No, there's a lot going on in like the Scorpec destroyers. Or like the
No, forget it.
the Intercessor on bike. That's a lot. That's a big model. It's very scary. But yeah. So I gotta do that. What else? It's like Steam sale time.
Does that even mean
Oh,
anything
yeah.
anymore?
It kind of does because like some of the games on there that I'm looking at are like off by a lot. So it's like this is usually the time of year when I buy like 2 or 3 games, put them on my list. I'm like, I'll get to these, and I'll put them on the internet.
Yeah, like when the dead season comes,
Yeah,
you're like, all right, now I'll start playing it.
like the
That's what I
BattleTech
did.
stream.
That's what I did when I got. Oh, nice.
That's what I got when I got like
BattleTech
Endless
strategy.
Space. Like I bought all of it was one of those where it was like Endless
Yeah.
Space and every expansion was like $20, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah, I got like mouthwashing and what was it Singularis?
Yeah,
All the indie games that everyone talks about.
yeah,
This is the time to buy them.
yeah, like what is it on here? What is it like UFO 50 is down to like $20, and I'm like, that's one I'd like to get.
Ooh.
I hear good things about UFO 50. And then I also hear
I cannot. That just does not seem like a Kevin game.
well, that's what I said. I heard good things about it. See, I feel like if I were to play UFO 50, I would get through like 3 of them and then be done. And then I'd skip around, and then I would be like, eh.
Well, you can go in any order you want. So, like, what I hear is like you kind of do just jump around to whatever seems the most interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know.
NES game you really like to play.
Ooh, Anton Blast is off. Oh, I want to get Anton Blast.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! I'm pretty sure.
I'm just
Man, I can play this while I wait for Silk Song. It's perfect.
that will never come out. Never ever.
No. It'll totally come out eventually. It's
They're gonna
definitely
skip it and
coming,
go
guys.
right to
Listen,
the third Hollow Knight.
That would be wild. I'd be here for it.
it's so funny because I think that Silk Song and Deltarune have been talked about for the same amount of time, and I'm pretty sure Deltarune is going to come out.
Okay, so like, I will give my highest recommendation because I'm looking at this stuff. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition is fun. Is $3.99. That sucker is well worth it. That is an 80 plus hour computer ass role playing game. And if you want that for like $5, worth it. Highest recommendation.
If I did not already have that, I would definitely grab that.
No, that's
That's
what I'm
actually
saying.
a really
That's
good
like
deal.
the one I'm like, yo, that's like, I'm putting that one up there as like #1 with a bullet.
Let's see.
I mean,
You know what? I need to start looking for the real stuff. Where are the Gunnar games at?
oh,
Are they on sale?
yeah, probably. Bloons is on sale again. You want to get Bloons Tower Defense 6? It's like under $5. That's worth it.
I feel like Bloons Tower Defense 6 is always on sale for $3.
It's like half. Yeah, whenever any sale happens, it'll go to $3, and it's worth it for $3. It is not worth it for its normal asking price. Do not get that.
Oh, Deep Rock is $10 right now.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
I'm saying there's like some games on here. I'm like, think about it.
Oh, what's the Steam Deck down to right now?
Full price? Probably.
Oh,
No, it
I
normally
really
goes on
feel like
sale
the
on
Steam
sale,
Deck.
too.
Yeah.
Like the Steam Deck also goes on sale for these.
Undertale's $1, but like
Yes.
Undertale's already good. It's fine.
Cyberpunk is like $23.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
one
sure,
of those.
one.
If you can get like Cyberpunk and the expansion, usually they're like for less or for equal of one game. I think that one's worth it.
Yeah.
I think that game's really good.
God, I guess if you're gonna buy a Steam Deck, do it sooner than later if the tariffs are coming.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that's
Just-
or just wait until they get inevitably redacted and turned out, because that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like it's not it'll get instantly overturned in like 4 months when the polls all go down. That's just how it goes.
Look, Canada, if you're listening, we're on your side. We agree.
Yep.
All right.
No,
So just give us the discounts.
listen, Canada. I know you've done some bad stuff to us. You sent us Johnny Test, and I know that's like that's unforgivable. But we can let bygones be bygones. We can put that to the side. We'll leave that to the diplomats. The diplomats will discuss what to do about Johnny Test. Honestly, if Trump said like the tariffs were purely because of Johnny Test, then like I would have to support him. I would be like, you know what? He might not.
Oh, don't forget the total dramas.
Okay. Yeah. Is that worse than Johnny Test?
Yes.
We got to think about it.
100% yes.
Is total?
No. I just immediately thought Total Drama Island is worse.
Because like my brain says that Total Drama Island is probably actually not as bad as Johnny Test, but I think that makes it worse.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I don't think Total Drama Island is as bad as Johnny Test, but I think every Total Drama thing after and up to Total Drama Babies is worse than.
Oh, I would agree. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think Total Drama as a series is worse than Johnny Test. Like it is bloated.
Yeah, that's what I assumed you meant. I didn't think you meant just the first one.
Okay,
Just the first one.
because like I do not like Total Drama Island, but I think
Oh,
Total
and
Drama
also
Island.
16.
I think 16 is like mid.
16.
I don't
okay.
hate 16.
It's not great. It's not bad.
I cannot stand the art style of 16 or the theme song.
Well, you know your 16. I don't know. It just looks like Aaron Esurance. That's just all.
Yeah.
I thought that
They
was like,
wish it looked like Aaron Esurance.
we all wish Aaron Esurance could return.
The one true goon.
that'll give me. Yeah, now we're talking.
Oh golly!
They're gonna get Aaron Esurance. It's just gonna say, "I'm back with my highly detailed grippers." You know, these toesies are ready to start squeezing some heels, just right in between them. I'm saying it probably.
That's awful.
I'm gonna say it'd work. People get it.
No, it would work, sure,
Oh,
but
they'd be into it. They'd be down. They're like, hey. Well,
listen. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a lot more freaks on the internet now than there used to be.
It's because it's partially they've been emboldened, and partially because like the Overton window has shifted. Where like before in the past, like someone being a weirdo sex pervert on like the internet was the worst thing you'd see, and now like the weirdo sex pervert, due to like how the political discourse has changed, is on your team. It's like how the
Now you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't love furries, but politically they're okay.
No, they're on the. It's like the juggalos are on our side, Drew.
Yep.
They are explicitly.
The juggalos and the furries are on our side.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm good with them. I have no qualms.
I do not run with the hatchet, but I am down with the clown.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, we are gonna have to mask up. We're gonna have to paint up to stop the inevitable AI face scraping.
God.
Surveillance.
Oh, Homestuck was right. Homestuck was backwards.
No, Homestuck, yeah, because Homestuck thought that, like, that's why we're not in the proper Homestuck timeline, because Homestuck said that Violet J and Shaggy 2 Dope would become presidents, where in reality they're the Rebel Alliance. They're fighting the power.
The rebel leaders.
No, the rebel leaders are Violet J and Shaggy 2 Dope. I forget which one. One of them's like a good dad and supports his daughter's fursuit, and then was trying to get her like a rebate on it because her fursuit went bad.
I think that's Violent
Bold
J.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Violet J. In the comments, tell us about your favorite Juggalo parental unit. Is it Violet J or Shaggy 2 Dope?
I really like in Miracles when he says, and Shaggy's boys look just like Shaggy, and my boy looks just like Daddy, because it almost rhymes, which is like a passing grade for the Insane
No,
Clown
that's
Posse.
like a really good. That's a good bar on the on the Insane Clown Posse. Say, yeah. See, like I just want to. I'm glad I'm free of Homestuck. I'm glad it's over. I'm finally free. Man, that last game was rough. I'm saying that last I was not prepared.
Yeah, that's the closure.
And it's like there is the other one, and the other one is so bad I will refuse to even activate it, which is like,
I did not even know there was a
you
third
didn't know
one.
the other one is Homestuck Friend Sim, which if you just like dialogue walls with like Tumblr art looking Homestuck characters, then this is the game for you, where you just pick a character and ask them questions and walls of text show up. That's the game.
Like, if anything, I would have sent you the Namco High School one. That's
At least Dig Dug's in that one. And Gradius or whatever.
and Terezi.
Yeah. Isn't also like what are the Tekkens in there? It's like Heihachi and Namco High School.
Probably.
Who is in Namco High School? Who's in there? Who's in there? Okay, so Katamari Damacy's in there. I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, the prince.
Okay, you got Galaga. Oh, you got a bunch of Homestucks. You got Dig Dug. Yeah, King is in there. It's just King.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like King.
Yeah, he's one of my preferred Tekkens.
The guy from Time Crisis is in there. All right, I can't look at this. I'm getting out of here.
What's Hussey even doing
He
anymore?
did Cyclonials, and I watched a playthrough of it, and it was pretty good.
Does he still make money from Homestuck?
I don't know. He sold like the rights to it, and then he sold like a lot of it, and I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just bailed. He's one of those that just hid on the internet. He's just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right move to do.
I think increasingly that is the right move to do. If you get known, just leave. Just leave. You're not doing worse for wear. In fact, you're probably doing just fine. You're probably hanging out. However, I was also thinking, if I did have, because as anyone that listens to Versus Wolves, the Eye Patch Wolf and Wooly Versus show, you'd think, what would you recommend to them to make them suffer? And the thing I would recommend to them would be Homestuck. I would make them endure it, all of it. I think it would be good. It would be good entertainment for me. Because someone tried to recommend them like Thunderbolt Fantasy, and I think Thunderbolt Fantasy is too good for them.
Yeah, it's just you're just gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, no, you have to make like Wooly and Eye Patch Wolf must suffer. There are two kinds of YouTube people. There are YouTubers who are like you want them to win, and then there are YouTubers who must suffer, and they must suffer. Like
There's the sufferers and the enjoyers.
yeah. Like I'm saying, like some people you're like, no, I want them to win, and they're like, no, they must all like even on Wooly, Reggie gets to win. We want Reggie to succeed. Reggie must be protected and elevated, but Wooly must suffer. That's just how it goes.
Listen, Ginny Nicholson must succeed and must do well.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. We want Ginny Nicholson to do.
Let's see. I hate
Spice
everything.
8-Rack has to suffer.
Spice 8-Rack.
Yeah.
Spice 8-Rack must suffer, as the true plight of the worker tells him. He must suffer constantly. But like the Mortal Kombat amulet goes off, and it just says Tao Nick must lose. It doesn't. No, that's what happens is because he must win. And every time you're watching play on tabletop and Tao Nick loses, it cracks a little bit. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? That's a reference for no one. I'm gonna call it there.
All right.
All right. Bye.
It's brilliant.
Bye.